Okay, so anyway, I got my composure back. My wife woke up and, interrupted or whatever. But where I was is that the perpetrators were next door in the house. They had climbed over the back patio of the house next door. Then they climbed up on the wall of the patio and then onto the roof, onto our roof. They were gonna. Some of them were gonna. It were more than a few. It was like 12, 13 or something. Now we don't know who they are. They're just kids or gangbangers. Who they are, but we know that the house next door is for rent and nobody is over there and nobody should be in that house. So, we heard them coming over, footsteps over to our side, but the dog barked and scared them back over to where the neighbor's house was. Then they got into a window because theirs is 2-story and ours is only 1. So they went up on the roof, got into the door, and then our houses being connected, we could hear them in the room next door. Now, they're, criminal element, and they're not even being quiet. So they're having big fun. We hear them all talking, banging over next door and everything. So I was like, I'm about to call the police because it's getting real serious, and they over there. So I went ahead and called the police. Now I am not all, super police and everything like that, but that's what they do. So I'm gonna call them, and I expect that when I call them, they do what they do. So I call, and then I was thinking about, do I call 911 or do I call a non-emergency number? Because while they're on the roof, it's an emergency to me. But it's the definition of emergency, and I don't want them to charge me with anything, calling, using up the line for false calls and whatever they might say. So I was being cautious to that kind of thing, and that's a shame that we even got to be that way. Why can't I just call the cops? Why? Because there's ignorant people who call the cops over I didn't get a McDonald's Happy Meal toy in my thing and think that that's an emergency. So everybody has to scale down what they do for idiots. Okay, that's side note rant, but you understand what I'm saying. So I called the police, talked to the lady. Oh yeah, oh okay, well what's going on? I said, you got people breaking into the house next door. They're up on my roof. And probably, if you come now, you probably catch them in the act. There's a bunch of them. Okay, well, we'll send somebody on over there. Great. So now I am posted up on the ready in my house with my weapon, waiting for somebody to come through a window because they're still on the roof. And every now and then, somebody new decides they want to come and jump down into my courtyard, or at least, thought of it, before my dog scared them back over to where they were. Needless to say, my dog's gonna get a steak. Okay, good job. All right, so they're still on the roof. They're still acting crazy, and I'm, mind you, I came home at 2:30 in the morning. It's now like 3:30 or something like that, and I'm tired. You know what I mean? I was sleepy before I got home. So I'm standing watch now with my gun in case somebody comes through the window. Because, the way the house is structured, I can't see outside without opening up that window. If I open up the window, they're sitting right there, it might be a problem. So I didn't want to cause any of that. So I'm sitting at the ready with my pistol waiting for somebody to come through the window. Also waiting for the cops to show up, turn the lights on, and see all the roaches run out of the house. Well, it's been an hour and they're not there yet. So all of a sudden, I see a light flash, and if you ever seen the 4th of July, one of those ones that they shoot in the air and then it blows up and turns all kind of colors, they start throwing those things off the roof. And it's going, all kind of colors and whatnot, and throwing firecrackers off the roof. And I'm like, oh crap. My house, we got these big trees right next to us that, it's fall or winter, so the leaves and fell down on the roof. And, it's kind of a little bit wooded, so I don't want them to start a fire on the top of my house. So I call the cops again. Hey, this is, such and such. I called already one time. I need you guys to come there throwing firecrackers and junk off of the roof, onto the ground. There's woods around here. They on my roof with that mess. It might start a fire, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, as soon as we clear one of these cars, we'll send them over there. What do you mean clear one of these cars? Send somebody over now. Like, I'm paying my taxes. Send them over. Well, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, America, I was on post all night long till I physically couldn't stay awake no more. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. They still over there. And I think I heard them leave probably around 6, right, a little bit after 6, they left. Okay? Or I think that they left. I didn't hear any more noise or whatever, but I had fell asleep right about that time. But and then maybe about 5 or 10 minutes later, my wife was up. So the whole night, I called twice. The police never came. They never showed up at all. And when I told my wife that in the morning, she was so upset with the police, the whole system, everything. And she was thinking, you know what? My husband was right. It is going to get crazy. And you know what? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to, as the Bible say, get out of her. Because this is too crazy. There is nothing that we can do. No one that we can call. We were completely on our own with that situation. And while nothing did happen, I had to pray. And I think my prayers were answered. While those people were staged up at my window and whatnot, and climbing on top of the roof of the neighbor's house, breaking into it, I had to pray that I prayed to the Lord that I didn't have to shoot anybody because I didn't want to, but I will do it. So I had to pray, please let these people leave without incident, because I will kill a person tonight. That will be the day. And I didn't want to, but I will do it. So please don't put me in that position. So needless to say, my prayers were answered. My wife did a similar prayer at the same time. And so I tell all you people this. When this dollar goes to crap, the people who are not like us, one of these things is not like the other. Those people who haven't prepped anything, who haven't put away anything, who we as friends and loved ones have told them, get ready. When they haven't done anything and this system goes down, they are going to act a fool, because in general, this demonic, degraded society right now, the way that it is, will almost do anything. Yesterday, some fool in Hollywood, here in California, where I am, not too far from there, was walking down the street just shooting at cars point blank. And then the cops came out and they filled him full of lead. But they were just driving down the street, minding their own business. Some fool steps out into the street and then starts shooting at the cars. And he shot 3 people. Crazy, immoral, degraded, demonic. All of the bad words that you can think of. That's how people are right now. And it's getting worse by the day. Where have you ever known in life where you call the cops and they twice and they don't show up when somebody is breaking and entering into the house next door and they're on top of your roof? Now, I don't know them people. I don't know what they were there for. They could have come through my window. But I do tell you one thing. In this draconian state where I live at, where you got to fill out mortgage papers in order to even have a gun, and you can only have 10 rounds. I told you, I'll just buy 50 clips, and I'll do it that way. Okay? How about that? I'll beat your little rule. Because I am not letting these people overpower me or make me scared. Now my wife was in here terrified. Now she wants to move and leave the city because the cops didn't respond. That's crazy. That is crazy. And when I shared that with a few of my friends, they also thought it was crazy and thought it was just another sign of the times of how you are completely on your own. So again, I tell you, prep, and prep again. Buy your weapons, buy your ammo, get you some gold and silver, can some food, store some food, dehydrate some food, buy some dehydrated food, buy some water, just buy extra guns, just get ready because it's going down, and it's going down Mad Max style. Just people going to be out there acting dumb. And when they come by me, I'm going to give them something to act dumb for. Because that's just how it is. So I tell you people that, and I say, be safe. Get yourself prepared for the end times. And this is the Village 70, and I'm out.